Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CSTV. I'm your host, Kathleen Egaltoto, Madam CS, and this is The Striker. Stay tuned and have it raw and real. The Striker today, we are going to look at the ODM party's terms and conditions of supporting William Samoei Ruto as a presidential candidate in the 2027 general elections. But before we do that, if you are new here, kindly remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment on this particular video. And also remember to turn on the notification bell so that the next time we are uploading a video, YouTube will automatically notify you. If you are a returning subscriber and supporter, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Kindly remember to like, share, and comment on this particular video on the next theme that you want us to discuss. And above all, thank you so much for the 1,000 subscribers. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Yeah, we can do this. Now, sometimes back we saw kind of a deal between Raila and Ruto, the ones, political adversaries and enemies, all of a sudden closed over the border, went to Museveni's lunch, and they were able to, bring back their political brotherhood. And as I've always said, politics is a game of interest, and wherever your interests and my interests are aligning, then we are friends. And if my interest and your interests are not aligning, then we are enemies. And we have seen William Samoei Ruto and Raila actually moving from friends to enemies like that throughout their political period in this particular country. Now, somewhere last, we saw few months ago, we saw Raila and Ruto kinda come together. And we saw even the members in the UDA government actually supporting Raila Amolo Odinga's chairman, the AU chairmanship candidature. We even saw the president inviting members of the East African community here in Nairobi, and they launched actually that campaign to, to seek for the votes of the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga for the AU chairmanship. And we have seen this kind of, there's some kind of a good relationship that is, in with Raila and Ruto. And there are speculations that actually Raila will support Ruto in 2027 is a political candidature as the president of Kenya. But you realize that there are so many things that have been put forward that President Ruto has to meet actually before he gets this kind of support from ODM. And why I'm saying this is because when you look at these things, with a very attentive eye, you will realize that we have members in ODM who were very loyal to Papa that were not happy with the Raila Ruto deal. And a good example is Papu Owino. Ever since this broad-based government things came into the limelight, all of a sudden Papu Owino has, gone missing. We don't see him talk much, He was not even there when Gachagua was being impeached. They said he will vote no, and they stood firm to say that on that one he will vote no. That's unlike Babu, who was Baba's, royal supporter, etc. So already it tells us that there is a dissatisfaction among ODM members as to Raila supporting William Samoei Ruto. But 1 week ago, I think 1 week ago, something interesting happened. And we saw a very close ally to the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, that is Peter Karuma, in Wasinigisu, speak to the audience, But the way he spoke out, actually, he just told us what ODM wants before they support the Raila Ruto for presidency in 2027. You know, it started by, you know, feeling so nice and telling people that they should be able to appreciate that they have a president, because for them they have tried so much. And he said that that was the first time that he was, you know, coming close to a president and, you know, coming close to a presidency. You know, it started by making people on the ground feel like what they have is very important and they should nurture it. But he went forward and, you know, and they started talking about, you know, Ruto is like a father, you know, now taking the papa thing and saying that a person who, you know, clothes your father when he is naked qualifies to be called your father. So literally is trying to tell us that now Ruto is Baba in one way or another. And remember, this is coming, you know, against the backdrop that this Peter Karuma, you know, when the likes of Sifuna were raising issues concerning the nominations of the likes of Mbadi into the cabinet, it was very much to come and dismiss them and saying that they have the ODM placings, etc. So we are talking about somebody who is very, very close to Baba and who can do anything to support Baba, you know. And then he comes and says that, you know, Ruto is like Baba because he has clothed Baba when he was naked, you know. That's the first thing I want you to look at, you know, broadly. Then he goes ahead and told the people that, you know, Mr. President, you have never failed, and even the AU, we know you are not going to fail. And we are only waiting for you to come down to Kisumu so that Baba can hand us over to you as he proceeds to AU. So Baba is not coming to hand over the people or ODM to UDA and then sit at Bondo. No, he's only coming to hand over this, you know, the people, you know, ODM to Ruto, if only Baba wins the AU chairmanship. So Ruto has a lot of work to do first. That one condition for Raila to give Ruto support, or one condition for ODM to support Ruto in 2027, it must come against the backdrop that he has assisted Baba to win the AU chairmanship. As to whether Baba is going to win this AU chairmanship, this is a 50-50 thing, because we know that Baba is not the only candidate in that particular race. And even Ruto can do very little in terms of convincing other countries to support Baba, because the guy from Chiputi also is equally qualified actually, and they are not going to sit down and wait that, you know, there's Baba from Kenya, let's just give him a leeway to pass. So you realize that it's a very big task for Ruto to crack, to have Baba as the chairperson of actually AU. That's the first condition. The second condition, he told the president, Mr. President, please continue to give us more. Of course, they have been given a few positions. We have seen some members of ODM, the likes of Mbadi, getting, we have seen the likes of Wycliffe Obaranya, getting positions of cabinet secretaries. And as I said in my previous videos, that there are rumors that Junet Mohammed is the one who is supposed to take the position of the cabinet secretary interior, while Otienda Amoro is being, you know, put forward to take the position of the Speaker of the National Assembly, because Moses Masika Wetangula has refused to disband his, you know, Ford Kenya party and join with the UDA the way Davadi did, disbanded his party and joined the UDA. So they are asking for more, meaning what they have been given is not enough. They want more for them to support Ruto. You know, the only way we can support you is you to give us more. And they said, give us more because, you know, we know, yes, these others have enjoyed, you know, give us more because we want more, we deserve more, you know, because he's looking at the ODM votes as a factor for his presidency in 2027, because the mountain as it is, as we have always said in this channel, for now it is very slippery. Of course, we know that in politics, anything can change overnight. But as we are talking right now, Baba is one of the factors that Ruto is counting on. And when we're talking about Baba, we are talking about the force that comes from the ODM strongholds. And this case, he has to give Baba more. Maybe he has to give that position of the Minister of Interior. He has to give that position of the National Assembly Speaker. And if he doesn't provide more, then it means he also doesn't get enough support from ODM as for his candidature in 2027. But now this is where actually everything becomes more complicated. What if Baba does not win the AU chairmanship? So it means the value of Ruto on Baba will not be existing. Baba will no longer need Ruto. And because of that, because Baba has never come out and say, me, I have differed with Kalonzo Musyoka. Baba has not come out to tell anybody, me and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, we have differed. Actually, the only person who I've seen who has differed with Baba one-on-one is Martha Karua. Meaning, if Baba does not win the AU chairmanship, he can easily bounce back and say, you know, let's send Ruto home, and he joins the opposition. Not necessarily as a presidential candidate. He may decide that this time around, because already, you know, the population feels like he has betrayed them, you know, to retire so respectively and with dignity, he may decide to pack up a presidential candidate from opposition. And most likely, he may decide to pack up Matiang'i, or he may decide, you know, to pack up another presidential candidate that the opposition will deem good to dethrone Ruto, you know. So that means that it is very easy, actually, it is very easy for Baba to throw Ruto under the bus come 2027. And in case Baba wins, you know, in case Baba wins at the AU, and Ruto does not keep his promises of giving more to ODM, Baba can at the same time also say, me, my position as the AU chairman, the AU commissioner's chairman, I'm not supposed to interfere with domestic politics. I'm not supposed to be part of domestic politics. And therefore, he may decide to keep quiet and use that particular phrase, you know, he may keep quiet and do not give any support to Ruto. So in this particular case, he will use the position to say, you know, I'm not supposed to talk anything, you know. And in that particular case, the people in ODM will have the freedom to choose on who they want to support and not to support. So in this particular case, the truth is, in as much as Ruto is counting so much on Baba, in as much as Ruto thinks by, you know, ditching the mountain and running to Baba, he has managed actually to get the ODM stronghold, the probability that this ODM stronghold will bring something for Ruto in terms of votes in 2027 is very shaky. Very shaky in the sense that, one, Baba may not win the AU chairmanship. And if he doesn't know, he does not, he has a very high chances of bouncing back to opposition than joining William Samoei Ruto. Number two, if Baba wins the AU chairmanship and Ruto does not provide the support, the positions, and the more that Karuma Peter was talking about, again, Baba can keep quiet and the people left in ODM will have then the freedom to choose who they want actually to support. And don't be surprised, you know, when they say that when you see your friend being shaved, also continue watering your head for the shaving. They have seen what has happened to Rigathi Gachagua, and they may not so much trust Ruto that actually he will not do the same to any one of them. So in that particular case, they can easily bounce back and join their opposition bandwagon and continue, supporting somebody from the opposition side. So, even as the president thinks about the 2027 elections, he has to calculate well. Because if there's a strong ticket from the opposition, in as much as he's the sitting president, things may be tough on him. And it's not always good to trust somebody whom you have dethroned several times and who has sought for leadership for a long time and did not get that leadership twice because of a candidate that you once supported. And I think if President Ruto doesn't look at this particular thing keenly, he may end up sending himself home in 2027 very early in the morning, thinking that Baba is with him, while Baba is packing another candidate. Remember what Papa did to Nyachae in 2002? He left Nyachae in a different stadium. Nyachae was waiting to be declared the presidential candidate. Then Papa went and declared Kibaki. And he said, Kibaki, tosha. History repeats itself, and therefore Ruto should learn. See you next time. What do you think? Do you think that actually ODM deserving more will support Ruto? Do you think Ruto can be able to meet ODM's demands for his support in 2027? Comment down on the section below. Do you think Baba is going to win the EU chairmanship? Is he likely to support Ruto actually? Comment on the comment section below. And see you next time with another interesting video. Remember to subscribe, like, and share this particular video. Ciao, ciao.